Imagine a world where communication with the divine, spiritual guidance, and answers to life's deepest questions were obtained through sacred objects. Today, we will explore the mystical techniques of the URIM and TUMMIM used by the ancient Israelites. This is one of the best-kept secrets of esoteric and spiritual history, and you are about to discover its hidden power. The URIM and TUMMIM are mentioned in Judeo-Christian scriptures and were used by the high priest of Israel to seek divine answers. These objects, which were placed on the high priest's breastplate, were considered instruments of direct revelation from God. The importance of these artifacts cannot be underestimated, as they represented a direct connection to divine wisdom and offered guidance in times of uncertainty. First, let's understand the historical and religious context of these objects. The URIM and TUMMIM are first mentioned in the book of Exodus in the Old Testament. It is in this book that God commands Moses to make a breastplate of judgment for the high priest Aaron and to place the URIM and TUMMIM in it. The origin of these terms is shrouded in mystery, but it is believed that URIM may be derived from the Hebrew word for light or revelation, while TUMMIM may mean perfection or truth. Imagine yourself in the time of the ancient Israelites. You face difficult decisions and do not know which path to take. You turn to the high priest who, using the URIM and TUMMIM, seeks divine guidance to illuminate your way. These objects were therefore more than just simple artifacts. They were spiritual bridges that connected people directly with God's intentions. The URIM and TUMMIM were used on various occasions and for different purposes. For example, for military decisions, to resolve disputes among community members, or to gain insight into legal and moral issues. Through them, the high priest could discern the will of God, helping to guide the people of Israel with wisdom and justice. Now the question arises, how exactly did the URIM and TUMMIM work? This is one of the most fascinating and least understood areas of their use. There are several theories. One suggests that the URIM and TUMMIM were two objects or stones, each representing a different answer, such as yes and no. The high priest could ask a question, and one of the stones would be chosen to indicate God's answer. Another theory is that the URIM and TUMMIM functioned in a more complex manner, perhaps through a play of lights and shadows, or even by the combination of letters and symbols engraved on them. There are also speculations that the URIM and TUMMIM could light up or shine in some way, indicating the divine answer. To deepen our understanding, let's look at some biblical episodes where the URIM and TUMMIM were used. A notable example is in the first book of Samuel, chapter 28. King Saul, in despair over the lack of divine guidance in the days leading up to his final battle, seeks answers through the URIM, but receives none. This divine silence is interpreted as disapproval, showing that even kings were at the mercy of the greater will, revealed through these sacred objects. Besides the direct use of the URIM and TUMMIM, Jewish tradition and Hebrew scriptures offer glimpses of how these instruments were perceived spiritually. They were seen as tools that contained the power of the Ruach HaKodesh, or Holy Spirit. Thus, their function went beyond a simple answer. The URIM and TUMMIM served as a channel to the divine, providing spiritual revelations that helped shape the life and faith of the people of Israel. The URIM and TUMMIM are not just artifacts of historical and religious interest. They represent a universal theme, the search for spiritual guidance and enlightenment. In a modern world where doubt and uncertainty are constant, the idea of divine mediators who can offer clarity is powerful and inspiring. In our own lives, we often seek signs and answers. What the URIM and TUMMIM teach us is that answers can come in unexpected ways, and that we need to be open to wisdom beyond our immediate understanding. The search for truth and enlightenment, as demonstrated through the use of these objects, is a continuous journey. We may not have physical URIM and TUMMIM today, but we all have the internal capacity to seek and receive divine guidance. To connect with this hidden power, we can start with simple practices such as meditation, prayer, and reflection. These practices allow us to tune our minds and hearts to receive insights and guidance. Just as the high priest used the URIM and TUMMIM to connect with God, we too can seek a deep spiritual connection in our daily lives. The story of the URIM and TUMMIM also reminds us that divine wisdom is available to those who sincerely seek it. They were used by spiritual leaders who devoted their lives to the service of God and the well-being of their people. Similarly, we can seek divine wisdom through service to others and through a life of integrity and faith. As we reflect on the hidden power of the URIM and TUMMIM, we are invited to consider how we can seek and receive spiritual guidance in our own lives. Divine wisdom is not confined to the past. It is available to all of us, here and now. The secret lies not only in the objects, but in the heart that seeks truth and enlightenment. If you feel the flame of curiosity ignited within you and wish to explore more about these ancient mysteries, keep following our journey. We will delve deeper into other spiritual instruments and practices that have helped humanity connect with the divine over the centuries. Thank you for being with us on this exploration. May the search for truth and light continue to guide you in all aspects of your life.